Hey, Pepper, it's Bill from Wani.
How you doing?
Not too bad, man. How are you doing?
I'm good. It's storming like hell down here right now.
Oh, yeah. You guys are going to be pretty busy for a while. I see that you guys are doing a quick bomb up the East Coast with Mothership. Then you guys are gearing up for the big tour with Lamb of God and Clutch. How pumped are you guys for it to be hitting the road so hard?
We are ready. We are definitely ready. I think we start here. I leave where I'm at and Tuesday. My bags are packed. I'm ready to roll.
Nice. So since you guys signed to Nuclear Blast, I'm sure that like the distribution and the touring plans and everything is just insane. So how have things been shaping up for you guys since the signing?
Well, we've mainly been focusing on writing new tunes, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a tall order, you know. I mean, it's a great label, and it's been a long time since we've done anything, and we don't take it for granted, you know. So if it ain't right, it's going to be wrong. So we're really focusing on, you know, just writing music, period.
Nice. So you've been back with Corrosion of Conformity for about 2 years now, and you guys are recording your first album since you're recording your first album with them since the 2005 album In the Arms of God.
Right.
I would imagine that it feels pretty good to be back in the swing of things. So how have things been going for you guys since your triumphant return?
Well, I mean, the main thing was just how well the songs worked, you know, after not playing them for so long. You know, the first thing we did was go to Europe and just to get our heads straight and just play music and see what would happen, if we could even get together and jam. You know, we did Arms of God in 2005, but that didn't have Reed on it.
Mm.
The last record I did with Reed was like 2000, you know, literally. So it's been a long time since all four of us have jammed together.
Nice, yeah.
It's been awesome. You know, it's just, you know, the songs somehow stood a test of time, and we were playing these things. Some of the songs haven't played in 20 years.
Mm.
You know, and what blows my mind, you know, it was bizarre. That time really does fly. It's awesome that we're doing it again.
Absolutely, man. So the new album, what can you tell me about the sound, artistic direction, and possible time frame for release?
I mean, I really, people ask me all the time, but we're really keeping our mouth pretty tight-lipped on this because In the Arms of God, for me, was about as good as I could get. You know, that was us at the pinnacle of our game. You know, so that's where we're starting from, that catalyst. And there's so many bands out there nowadays that are rocking, you know, doing a really good job. But, you know, we just really got to keep our nose to the grind and, you know, create something that we're comfortable with and proud of. And that comes first and foremost. So as of right now, we're just in straight songwriting mode. We're just, you know, if it ain't rocking, we pitch it to the side.
Mm.
And we have a lot of super solid ideas, and we're just moving forward from there.
Nice. So, In the Arms of God, as you just said, it was the pinnacle of Corrosion of Conformity songwriting, you know, and I definitely tend to agree with you on that.
For me,
yeah.
Yeah.
I tend to agree with you on that one. It's definitely a gem of an album, and since you're working on a new one, does that kind of build pressure to top an album like In the Arms of God, or you know what?
I've never had pressure like that. But it is self-imposed for sure.
Mm.
You know, it's not coming from external sources. It's just you know, I'm a pretty hard-nosed guy, and I know what I like and what I don't like, and what my standards are. You know, so that's kind of where I'm at.
Yeah, man. So when writing new music, what would you say is your main source of inspiration?
It's going to have to be your mind frame and what your guitar sounds like at the moment you're riffing. You know, I mean, I can't get so much further than that. Other than, you know, previous like In the Arms of God is something in my head. You know, I'm not trying to replicate it by any stretch of the imagination, but the level of songwriting is high on that, and that's kind of, you know, drawing inspiration just comes from, you know, letting yourself go and jamming on the fucking guitar.
So Corrosion of Conformity sound has definitely evolved over the years. You know, you guys started out playing almost like sped up Black Sabbath-ish riffs, and now you guys are playing like almost slowed down Sabbathy riffs. You guys, obviously, you love having a good time and creating music. Now, with you rejoining the band, how's the creativity now? Like, is there any difference that you find compared to like when you left the band?
No, I mean everybody's playing well. You know, I mean those guys did 2 records without me, and I did, I don't know, 2 down records or some shit. So you know, we've been writing riffs. Everybody's been writing music. Ain't anybody's just sitting around waiting for the band to get back together. So there's a lot of, you know, between Down and C.O.C. I've been writing a lot of heavy songs for a long time. You know,
hell yeah, and
to keep it going is not an easy thing to do. At the caliber I try to do, you know, but it just pops out of your fucking head, man. I can't explain it.
So, as a musician, what is your greatest fear? And to counter that with some positivity, what would you say is the best part about being a professional musician?
Personally, the best part about being a professional musician is seeing the world. You know, that's for me. That's the best thing. You know, for a kid like me to go to New Zealand, you know, thinking I would do that when I was 16 years old, never in a million years, you know.
Oh, yeah.
You know, much less going there 4 times.
Who wouldn't want to go to Middle Earth?
Yeah. Right. What's the first part of the question? The
what's your greatest fear as a musician?
That's a tough question. I guess like the greatest fear would be not having ideas. You know, that would be a terrifying thing to have to go through. It was a writer's block, I guess you'd call it, something like that.
Yep, that's definitely a dark time in a musician's life to be going through that. All right, so you have been at this music thing for a while, and you've seen the decline of the music industry in real time. Is there anything that you have actively done in either Corrosion of Conformity or Down to try to adapt to the ever-changing musical atmosphere?
I mean, the only thing that the bands like C.O.C. and Down have done in our little world is create fan bases. You know, and they compete. You can't take that away. You know? I mean, and it's an interesting thing about Down that I know for a fact is that something like 80% of Down's record sales are tangible items, not downloads. You know, so that's a big deal. That means you got fans who want your shit and the artwork and to hold it in their hands and listen to it, whatever, with headphones on and whatnot. So creating a fan base will be the best way to do it, and not being some trendy band or some kid who just wants to download just to get the hit thing. You know.
Absolutely. So, not to drag up old news, but I'm wondering, and I know a lot of fans are wondering, now that the dust has settled, what will there be a future for Down, and what will that future hold?
Well, I don't know why there wouldn't be. You know, Down didn't do anything wrong.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So, I mean, we were just guilty by association on that one. You know, that was Phil's mistake. I've spoken to Phil. Phil needs to get his shit together, and he is. And he knows he made a mistake and he's being stupid. And, you know, I know the guy since we were shit and yellow. You know, he's not what that whole thing claimed to be and all that bullshit. But yeah, there's definitely a future for Down. I mean, you can't, I wouldn't throw all the shit we've done, beautiful music we've done, on one stupid moment that was caught on camera. And we apologized for it. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Awesome done.
Nice. So let's talk about beer. A lot of bands have been, you know, having their own signature brands of beer made by craft brewers, such as you guys have the Wise Blood by Three Floyds. What made you guys decide to go that route, and how did you guys wind up hooking up with Three Floyds for it?
I think that was just, I mean, honestly, I drank Coors Light. That's all I did. So it was, Woody's the big craft beer guy, you know, so it was fun to watch him take the reins on that and just, you know, come up, and he had this stuff before. We had known some of the guys in Three Floyds, and they approached us. It was pretty simple. you know, and then, you know, the beer ended up being really good. But that's stuff I don't drink. Woody said it's spot on, but they just approached us, you know, and Woody actually was knowledgeable about those types of craft beers, and went from there.
Nice. So you've had a great career, you know, with two legendary bands. To say you've left your mark on the world would be an understatement. Let's say a young musician just starting out in their first band that's somewhat successful would have come up to you and ask you for advice. What advice would you offer?
Man, the biggest piece of advice I would offer some young person trying to get into it is just keep an open mind, you know, and don't try and control where you're heading, because it ain't gonna work.
Yep.
You know?
Absolutely, man. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us today. You know, it's been a pleasure to talk to you.